Right, okay, so, hello. This is the pilot to our podcast. We're going to try doing a podcast. Whether or not it works, we're not quite sure. So, I'm James,
I'm Graeme.
and we have decided, in a drunken state of mind, to do a pop culture podcast and kind of see where that goes.
Yeah, that was a very crazy Friday night.
It was indeed. So the way this will work, similar to most podcasts, we'll have a wee bit of news to start off, then do our topic of the week, and then recommendations and such at the end, unless there's anything else you want to add.
No, I don't have anything else on my mind. Maybe as time progresses.
We can come up with something. But
Yeah.
Okay, so, news. Exciting times.
Exciting times.
Exciting times. So, Disney, being the massive franchise that it is expanding its monopoly by taking over Pinewood Studios. So Disney have taken over Pinewood Studios. Most folk probably won't know what that is, but it's the home of Bond, like James Bond. And it has been since like the 70s, I want to say.
I think so.
I think, yeah. So Disney have got like a 7-year contract with them now, which is kind of putting the future of 007 up in kind of question at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
They're working on, what's the name of the new one again?
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die. God, it sounds like a Pierce Brosnan one. Yikes.
Yeah.
So do you want to know what Disney's doing with this 7 years at Pinewood?
What are they doing, James?
So they'll be filming 3 new Star Wars movies. 3. So I'm not quite sure if that's going to be more anthology movies or if they're doing the Rian Johnson trilogy or the.
I don't think he's doing his trilogy anymore.
I don't know, because I remember I heard that they've got the Game of Thrones guys doing a trilogy that might be Old Republic based.
Yeah.
So I will see what happens there. And they've also got new Marvel movies and new Avatar movies filming there.
I thought the Avatar movies was done.
No, I don't think so.
1976.
God knows. No, what, 1976?
The Pinewood Studios has
cool.
been 007.
So they've taken over 20 stages there. So it's obviously pretty big, whatever they've got planned.
They might be doing more live action stuff.
Yeah,
the
I
Little
think
Mermaid
so.
and that.
I think they're doing some live action stuff. Speaking of which, I'm guessing you've seen the trailer for Mulan.
Yes.
Oh, it looks fucking lit. I'm so excited for that.
I,
It's so good.
I don't know.
What? Fuck no. Oh, come on.
I don't think it looks that good.
No, honestly, I love that style. Like, I think it'll be great. Don't shake your head at me.
Nah.
So in other movie news, the new Joker movie has won the top prize at the Venice Film Festival, which I suppose is good news, but awards mean nothing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And it's being tipped for Oscars at the moment, so
It must be really good, but the Rotten Tomatoes score has dropped.
Surprising.
It's at 77% now.
Yeah, but then again, I don't fucking trust Rotten Tomatoes. It's a load of bollocks.
Is it tomatoes?
Tomatoes. Aye. So, and thankfully, it won against known paedophile and rapist Roman Polanski's new film. I'm guessing you've heard about all this. So you know the director Roman Polanski? Yeah, he's a paedophile.
Yeah.
He's fucking cunt.
It's on 78%.
What, the Joker movie?
Mm-hmm.
It's alright. So yeah, that's good news, I suppose. And fuck Roman Polanski, because he's a cunt.
Fair enough.
Well, he is. He adopted a daughter at one point, and then when she came of age, he married her, which is weird.
What?
Do what you want to do, but that's a bit weird.
Yeah. What else?
In lighter news, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh no.
No, it's good news. Good news.
Is it?
Yeah. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has given everyone an update on Kevin Hart's condition after his car crashed earlier this month. He seems to be doing well, because he suffered some like proper major back injuries during the crash.
Now every movie that he's going to be making is up in the air this now.
Yeah, I think, because are they still doing the new Jumanji or something?
No, they're finished. It's coming out in December.
Oh, have they finished filming for it? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they have.
But aye, so that's good to hear. And our best wishes go to Kevin Hart. Get well soon. He's a good actor.
But the thing is have you noticed that The Rock in every movie he does, it's The Rock playing The Rock?
Oh yeah. I mean that's his character. I've got nothing against that. He's a good actor. He's good in pretty much everything except Scorpion King.
Yeah.
Scorpion King films are shit.
Yeah.
And in the Mummy Returns, when he's that big fucking horrific CGI scorpion thing that's just terrifying to look at and not for a good reason. So yeah, and we've got a couple of new trailers this week, Graeme.
Ooh, trailers.
So there's a trailer out for Taika Waititi's new film Jojo Rabbit, which
looks nuts.
It looks brilliant.
It's going to be so good.
So a satirical take on 1930s Germany during the rise of the Nazis.
It's the way Taika Waititi turned around and went, I did no research for it because he's a bastard.
Oh yeah,
near enough.
Because he's Jewish, I think.
I think
it's
so.
like this is exactly what Hitler wouldn't want. So fuck
yeah,
that guy.
I remember the videos that he done of that he put on Instagram of you got someone else to play Hitler, and these German gals were talking to him about it, and it's like it's getting directed by a Jewish man.
But the cast for this film's fucking mental. So you've got Taika Waititi playing Hitler, which is going to be mental.
Oh, you think it's Cork?
No, because he's doing a German accent, so it'll be weird. Yeah, I mean, it's one of these. It's not like the death of Stalin, in which everyone just has their own accents. They're all doing German accents, which I think is going to be a wee bit jarring, but we'll see.
And then finally, what's her? Rebel Wilson?
Rebel Wilson is in it. Sam Rockwell playing the head of the Hitler Youth.
Yes.
That'll be brilliant.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson is Jojo's mother. Yes. And I think Stephen Merchant is
Stephen
a member
Merchant's
of the Gestapo.
Yeah.
It'll be mental. So, yeah, I mean, I haven't got a huge idea of what the plot of this is going to be, but I'm guessing it somewhat revolves around the Jew in his attic.
Yeah, yeah.
Aye.
I think it's kind of like, fuck you Nazi bastard.
Yeah, it'll be something along those lines. But, aye, looks good. And other trailers. Have you seen the leaked trailer for Birds of Prey?
Yes.
What's your opinions on that?
It's something.
It is definitely something.
It's something.
I honestly...
Do you know what really confused me? I thought it was a trailer for It.
Yeah, I think that was the point. And then she's like, I've had enough of clowns. Fuck clowns. No one likes them.
Ewan McGregor is Black Mask, though.
Apparently he's playing like a flamboyantly gay Black Mask, which will be amazing. Because Ewan McGregor's brilliant in anything.
I know.
And so,
then news on Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, Peter Capaldi.
And maybe Pete Davidson as well.
Yeah, so I've heard. So Peter Capaldi, that'll be interesting. Cause
you're thinking he's going to play Hugo Strange?
Well, I mean, he shaved his head recently, and it's terrifying. It's really weird to look at. But yeah, no, he's got a shaved head. I'll show you a picture. It's really weird. Yeah. Try not to scream too loud when you see this. But that's it.
Holy hell!
God, he looks like an alien. It's terrifying to look at.
It reminds me of the one from Hulk.
No, the leader.
The leader.
He's got a fucking enormous head. What a weird looking bloke. But so yeah, from looking at that. And with the dark glasses, I think Hugo Strange might be an interesting take on the character, but fuck knows. We'll just have to wait and see.
I like to see what characters they're going to use for Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
I know King Shark's definitely one.
Apparently they're going to do like a hammerhead shark for that instead of like a regular shark.
The original King Shark.
It should be pretty cool. Because it's James Gunn who's directing that,
Yes.
isn't it? Of Guardians of the Galaxy
Yes.
fame. So
And did you see there's the rumours about the third Guardians?
what about it?
How the villain might be Rocket's dad.
What? I thought Rocket was like a robot.
Yeah, but the creator of Rocket,
All right, okay.
he might be the villain, and Mark Hamill might be playing him.
Okay. No,
'Cause
'cause
remember-
I think they should just go with Adam Warlock. They set that up in Guardians 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they should really just go with that. Because that'd be an interesting addition to the MCU.
Yeah.
Aye.
Any more on the news, Jamesy boy?
I don't think so. There's nothing too big at the moment. Apart from the new series of Jack Ryan's now got a release date. It's coming out in November.
Is it?
Yeah, 1st of November. Looking forward to that.
That's going to be interesting.
It's my boy John Krasinski. He's a good man.
Mr. Fantastic, hopefully.
Yeah, that'd be a good casting. So this week for our pilot episode, we're going to be talking about the premiere of season 2 of Titans, the DC Universe's streaming service's first show, I think.
Yeah, they're kind of main show now because
Yeah.
Swamp
Thing's cancelled, and fuck knows what's going to happen with Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol. I hope the fuck. I think they're still doing Doom Patrol.
It was such a weird season.
But funny enough, the first episode of season 2 is the proper finale of season 1.
Yeah, it did kind of feel like that. As much as
No,
I did,
it was. That's what they've said. I don't think they had enough time to finish it.
That's a bit weird. But yeah, as much as I really enjoyed the episode, it didn't feel like an opening episode. It did feel more like a finale because it kind of finishes off the story of that series and
Teases the season 2 villain.
yeah. So what were your thoughts on it?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. The CGI looked better,
It was a bit better than last time, I will say.
especially Ravens.
Yeah, it still looked a wee bit shoddy, but hey ho,
Yeah.
it's TV.
Still looked like kind of plasticky kind of thing.
Yeah, it's fairly low budget TV, so
Yeah.
I mean it's better than the stuff in the CW, but it was still a wee bit
You think?
odd. Yeah, because I've been watching season 4 of The Flash, and some of that stuff is, good God, it's bad to look at. It's like a cutscene from a PS2 game. It's
And also,
odd.
season 2 of Titans is getting 2 more episodes.
Oh, fab.
It's 13, isn't it? Oh, imagine it stopped recording.
No, I think we're still recording. Yeah, we're still recording.
Because the original season got 11 episodes, the
Uh-huh.
season 2's got 13.
Okay.
And
Okay.
as the time of this recording, which is the 12th of September, the next episode 2 is coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
It's
that.
titled Rose.
Goodness knows what that's going to be about. Okay, so I watched it again this morning, and I've kind of made some notes on main plot points and some of my thoughts and stuff. So
Rose
do you wanna
Wilson, it's with Ravager.
come again?
Ravager. She's a Titan.
All right, okay, cool. So hopefully introduction of another character then. Hopefully a good character.
I'm just waiting for the time to introduce Superboy, Crypto, and Aqualad.
Yeah, that'll be good. We'll come to that later. I've made a wee note on it. So will we kind of run through the episode and share our thoughts? So, do you want to tell us how we start off the episode then?
We start off the episode kind of how it finished.
Yeah, it picks up exactly where season 2 ended.
Yeah, with Beast Boy taking Raven away and they're running away
Yeah, so
through the house.
Dick Grayson, the original Robin, has been possessed by basically the devil, who is Raven's father,
Yes.
I suppose, which is a bit weird. But yeah, so I've got a note here that just says possessed Dick, and I was having to remind myself that no, it's not a possessed penis. So yeah, so he's been possessed by Trigon and is chasing the Raven and Beast Boy about.
Yeah.
And there's some interesting stuff in that chase actually, like when the the corridor kind of gets longer and
Yeah.
like the eyes in the picture start bleeding.
And it's the way Dick punches a hole in the door and looks through it.
It's very The Shining-esque.
Yeah, you want to talk to me now?
But like when the corridor was getting long, it was very reminiscent of the bit in Doctor Strange.
Yes.
When he's getting chased in the Sanctum
by Mads Mikkelsen.
So we get that, and then we get the opening titles, and fuck, that soundtrack's good. Yeah, I love the theme. It's so good.
I didn't like it to begin with.
Neither. I thought it was a bit kind of they're going dark and gritty, but no.
It ties in the season.
It's good. It's good
ties
shit.
In with the show.
Yeah. So then after that we get an appearance from Jason Todd, being a cunt as per usual.
On his bike through Wayne Manor.
God, I want to punch him in the face.
But that's the way he was in the comics.
Yes, I know.
So
they have. It's a really accurate portrayal, yes, but my God, you just want to punch him.
Yeah, and in real life, the guy that plays Jason Todd and the guy the one that plays Raven are actually really good friends.
From what I've heard, yeah. So yeah, and then Hawk and Dove show up.
Yeah.
And
they've got new costumes as well.
Have they?
Updated costumes.
Alright, okay, cool. There's a bit of a lack of costumes in the first episode, which
but
there was a real lack in costumes in the first series. Like it was Robin, and that was it.
Robin, Hawk and Dove sometimes.
Yeah.
Raven's costumes just basically what she's wearing 24/7.
Aye. I mean, it was a wee bit disappointing, but my God, that Robin suit's amazing.
I think that was the best part about Titans was him.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're supposed to be into bringing Cyborg into it.
As in the Cyborg from Doom Patrol?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic, because he's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as I like Ray Fisher, he was shit in Justice League. Like, he had nothing to do. And really was doing nothing with the character.
Yeah.
So Hawk and Dove get the new Robin, Jason, and then they show up at the house where Raven and Beast Boy and Trigon and Dick are.
But before that, they meet up with Wonder Girl and Starfire.
Yeah. And they can't get through the barrier or something.
And then Trigon opens the barrier and possesses
all of them. Yeah. So they go through like a light, and then they all have a weird dream sequence. And Starfire kills Rachel, which was a bit jarring.
Rachel, for people that don't know, is Raven. So.
And then Wonder Girl fucking flings an arsonist out of a window. Was not expecting that.
I thought it was going to be like Firefly or something.
Yeah. Jason Todd shoots Robin in the face.
Yeah, right through the skull.
I quite liked that fight scene. I thought it was pretty good. Because it was the ruined Batcave from the kind of dream sequence of the season finale.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that was
it was kind of set straight after it.
Yeah. And then we get Hawk and Dove doing heroin, which was a bit odd.
Yeah.
I mean, of all the, like, it's supposed to be they make a dark choice and then that lets Trigon possess them.
Yeah.
But it's not like they killed anyone or something. They do heroin.
Yeah.
That was a bit weird.
And then after they get all possessed, Beast Boy and Raven find them, and she's happy, but she realizes...
Oh, they fucking beat the shit out of Beast
Boy.
Oh,
aye. But, and then he turns on just like...
Yeah, quite literally. Not like he snakes them, but he isn't a
literal
snake.
And also, Raven gets possessed as well.
Briefly. So, they beat the shit out of Garth, and then Raven is a bit upset about that, and then Trigon's like... They broke your heart, now I'm gonna fucking rip your heart out.
Yeah!
Which is, my God.
Fucking right through the chest. And then turns it into a crystal and puts it in her skull.
And then he turns into a big goat monster. Which was a bit kind of... That's where the CGI started getting a bit dodgy.
Yeah. And then he kills
her mother. And so he puts the crystal in her head, and now she's got the jewel, and she's like... proper comic accurate now, which is good. I was wondering how they were going to do that, because I saw in the season 2 trailers that she'd got the crystal, and I was kind of interested to see how they'd deal with that. thought they did pretty well.
It was an interesting way to deal with it.
Yeah, and I like how it kind of lights up when she uses her powers and shit. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So she's then possessed, and her dad then goes out, and it gets all dark, and then the birds start falling out of the sky.
And then the grass that starts to die.
Yeah, I thought that bit was actually quite cool. Like, the effects weren't too bad, and it was kind of creepy. Like, the way the birds were just falling out of the sky.
It was. And then Garth managed to unpossess Raven.
And then she
managed to unpossess Dick.
Yeah, and then she goes out and, like, confronts him. Now, this is where my problems start kind of coming up. Because I wasn't a huge fan of how she dealt with him.
No.
Like, she just fucking explodes him.
No, she sent him back to hell.
Was that what it was?
Uh-huh.
Oh, right. I thought she just, like, exploded him.
No, there's a massive light portal, and he goes through it, and then he explodes.
All right, okay. It just felt a wee bit rushed. Like, you didn't feel at any point like he could fucking kill Rachel. Like, she just went up and basically snapped her fingers and he went through a portal, and that was kind of it.
Yeah, and then the portal blew up and everyone got unhinged.
Yeah, so it felt a wee bit rushed. It's over in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
There's no fight. It was a bit odd.
And it was a bit odd the way they kind of separated as well.
Yeah.
So Dick, Jason, Rachel and Garth went one way.
So basically the whole plot of the first series is wrapped up in the first half hour of this.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I would say more than half an hour. I would say about 40 minutes.
It's half an hour. I did a time check. It's half an hour.
Of course you did.
I've got my notes, man. Yeah, so it was half an hour in, and the whole thing's wrapped up. Trigon's back in his hell dimension, and that's it. I liked the news reporters though, like how there's they're doing a wee news report or whatever on what's been happening, and then Jason Todd, being Jason Todd, just goes, "Titans are back, bitches!" And my god, it just makes you want to punch him even more. But I quite like that.
What did you think of him as Bruce Wayne?
I've got notes on that. We're getting to that. So yes, they split up, and Dick takes Beast Boy, the New Robin, and Raven, and then the rest of them kind of fuck off and do their own thing. So they split up, and then we get the best bit of the episode.
You think?
Deathstroke!
Oh, Deathstroke.
Fucking hell.
I thought you were going to say Bruce Wayne.
No. He was pretty good, but my god, the introduction of Deathstroke, holy shit, he was in it for 5 minutes and he's the best thing about the show already.
Yeah. It was the way they done it, because he never spoke at all, Deathstroke.
He had like one line.
And it was the way
he was really matter of fact. I'm not quite sure who they've got playing him, but my god, he is amazing. As much as I like is it Manu Bennett who plays him in Arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good. But the Deathstroke and Titans looks spot on. So we get him buying Chinese tea or something in his wee shop when he sees the news report and realises that the Titans are back, because I think in the comics, is he not like the main adversary of the Teen Titans?
Who, Deathstroke?
Yeah, I think he is. Or he's certainly one of the main villains.
Mm-hmm.
So he sees that the Titans are back, bitches, and he goes and gets his shit, basically. So he goes to his new house. Or I quite like that house. It was modern and nice. I'm not quite sure who the black guy was. Is he supposed to be like his handler or something?
I think so.
So we get him going into his wee like mini bat cave thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we see him doing his he has a look at his guns. I like the wee quip about the dry cleaners and the getting the blood off the suit. That was quite amusing. And then we see that fucking suit, and it is spot on.
That I was very impressed. I'm very impressed with the costume designers.
Oh, absolutely! They've done
of this season.
They have absolutely nailed it. And he looks amazing. So yeah, so we've got introduction to Deathstroke, which was fantastic. And he's looking all dark and broody, and clearly has something on his mind. And then we get the introduction of this version of Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you think of him?
I think he's going to take time to adapt.
It'll take time getting used to, yeah.
I found him, see, after watching it for a bit, I found him to the end of his bit, it was quite boring.
I suppose, but that was just kind of the scene. So he's this new version played by Ian Glenn of Game of Thrones.
He was alright.
Also, he's the villain in the first Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider.
Huh?
So I did a wee bit of research and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot he was in that. He's pretty good in that.
Yeah, but I think for what he had to do, he done good.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not like
he had a weird accent.
He did.
He should have just kept his accent from Game of Thrones. Like, that was absolutely fine. It felt really fake.
It did. It felt forced.
So no, I hope he gets a bit more play in this series. Because he wasn't in series 1 at all.
No.
Apart from the weird nightmare Batman.
But what I really liked about what they done with season 1 was he never showed his face.
Exactly, yeah.
It was just a shadow.
It gave them time to figure out who they were going to cast. And it's a fantastic casting, but get the voice right, mate.
I know.
Voices. I suppose he's trying to do a kind of Kevin Conroy type thing, but it didn't.
If you want to do a Kevin Conroy,
get Kevin Conroy.
Get Kevin Conroy.
Because he's been the voice of Batman for years now. He's
through
done
all
the animated series, or pretty much all of the animated series and films, and the voice of Batman in the Arkham games. Yeah.
And then you got Mark Hamill beside him.
Yeah. But you'd have got an appearance from him as the Joker.
You might know. I think him and Conroy are going to the CW to do the Crisis.
Yeah, they're doing Crisis on Infinite Earths, which is going to be awesome.
Looks interesting.
Yeah. We'll talk about that when that comes on. So he had a bit of a weird accent, but all in all, I kind of liked him. He was good.
But what I really liked about the episode was it was a good finale for season 1.
Yeah, and it.
But what it really done well was setting the groundwork for season 2.
Exactly. Yeah, they should have just plonked it on to the end of the first season.
I think timing constraints and that,
yeah,
and I think they only had 11 episodes.
Yeah.
And when they looked at it, they kind of went,
Aye. Because season 1 just kind of ended really abruptly.
It ended with a close up of Robin's face.
Yeah.
Dick
and it was
Grayson.
that kind of, right, okay, so that's how we're finishing this off.
Massive cliffhanger. Imagine it cancelled.
Oh God. No, there's no way they would have cancelled.
Unlike
it.
Swamp
by
Thing.
the time it came out, they were already filming season 2.
Is Swamp Thing even out yet?
Yeah, all the episodes are out. It's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, I've watched the first 2.
I haven't seen it.
It's good. It's like proper body horror and stuff.
Is it?
There's a bit in.
So do you think that it was a bad decision to cancel it?
Oh, absolutely. There's a scene in the first episode where they're doing like an autopsy of this bloke, and he like fucking splits open, and there's weird tentacles and vines and shit, and it's very reminiscent of The Thing, in a good way, and it is properly terrifying. I'll show you a clip of it later on. It's proper, like, holy shit. But yeah, so we wrap up the episode with them going to San Francisco to Titans Tower. So Bruce has given them Titans Tower on the condition that Dick includes Jason to the group, very begrudgingly. Yeah, which I quite liked. It'll be good to see them play off each other this series, because they didn't get to do that a lot last time.
And I quite like the way when Garth's exploring and he gets to the Titan, the original kind of Titan room. And
then you see everyone in costume. Yeah, the costume design in this is spot on. It is absolutely spectacular.
For everyone saying that Titans is going to be shite, because the one thing that hurt Titans was the marketing department.
Oh, absolutely.
The marketing department.
Awful.
For season 1, Jesus. That song choice as well.
Yeah, it was trying to be like, yeah, it's all dark and edgy. This is for the cool kids.
The season 2 trailer done it a lot better.
Yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised with Titans, because I gave it I thought I'll give the first episode a watch, see how it is, and was like, oh, this is spot on. Like that alleyway fight, where Robin's just beating the shit out of everyone, and he grabs that guy's head and like slams it into a wall and scrapes away half his face on the bricks. It's grim. But yeah, so
it really reminded me of Netflix's Daredevil though.
Oh
with
yeah,
the violence.
in a good way.
Yeah,
in a good way. They've kind of really amped it up. Not really kind of any fight scenes in the first episode, which was a wee bit disappointing.
Except that one between Todd and Dick.
Yeah.
In the dream.
Yeah, which I quite liked. It was I'm just gonna fucking shoot him in the face. Didn't see that coming. So they get Titan's Tower at the end, and tell me, you were expecting it to be shaped like a T, weren't you? Everyone was expecting it to be shaped like a T, and then it's just another skyscraper in San Francisco. It's just a room. It's a fucking room. Do you think they have the whole tower, or is it just that floor?
I think they just have that floor.
Yeah, because it kind of felt like it.
Yeah. The way the camera kind of pulled back from the building.
Although, when you look at in the final shot, they kind of pull out from the tower, and it's still kind of under construction. Certainly the upper floors. So they might later on make it shaped like a T.
But it would have been good if they had their own wee island. So.
I suppose. What do they often have a wee island in the comics?
No, in Teen Titans Go.
Oh God, no! Don't get me started on that.
They've got their own island.
Nobody cares about Teen Titans Go. It's awful. Like the original Teen Titans series is good.
They're bringing that back,
which I'm happy about. And then they did Teen Titans Go, which was just shit.
Because the Teen Titans Go movie was a post-credit scene for the return of Teen Titans.
Right, that would be pretty good. So that was that.
Mm-hmm.
So our overall thoughts. What did you think?
Pleasantly surprised, because I was thinking it was going to be a bit of hit or miss the episode.
Yeah. Okay. So I thought it was a good reintroduction to all the characters. Even though I'm guessing we're going to have character introductions for the next episode, because that is the official episode 1 of season 2. So we're going to get reintroduced to everyone, which is going to be a bit weird.
Or maybe they've kind of reworked season 2.
Yeah, might have done.
They might do character introductions for Superboy, Aqualad, etc.
Yeah. The thing I was a bit pissed off about is they're still sticking with like the Snyder style visuals, like in terms of the artwork and the color grading. It's all really it's still really dark, and
but the thing is that at least they do it right.
I suppose, but there's that shot of Raven confronting Trigon out on the field,
and she uses her powers.
No, but it's just the two of them talking, and it's really dark and grey, and you can't really see Trigon. I suppose it's maybe
they've done that because the CGI work was that bad.
It wasn't atrocious, but they might have well done it to kind of hide some of the shoddy CGI. But
if you watch the trailer, it's not always like that.
Yeah, I'm hoping
it's spring. See, as the season goes on, more colour.
Yeah, because that's what I was a wee bit annoyed about in the first series, is it was just all grey.
Mm-hmm.
It was very kind of Man of Steel, Batman v Superman-esque, which I was a bit kind of, oh, really? We're doing this again? But yeah. So looking forward to Deathstroke and seeing how he fits into the story. That'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Casting-wise, everyone's fucking brilliant.
He was really good as Dick Grayson.
Yeah. Brendan Thwaites, something like that.
I think so.
He's really good.
She was quite good as Raven as well, because she's very quirky.
The guy they've got is Hank and Hawkman. He's really good. He's properly good.
Yeah.
I really liked Hawk and Dove in this one. Mm-hmm. They were really good.
Aye, Brendan
Thwaites.
Thwaites, yeah.
You were about to say Brendan Twats, weren't you?
And then you got Tegan Croft, who plays Raven.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Then Ray Porter is Scar.
Yeah, I quite liked him. They've got the casting pretty spot on for this.
Especially the guy that plays Jason.
Yeah. So they've cast Bruce Wayne, but there's a mention of Alfred in this episode. Do you think we're going to get an appearance of him later on?
I don't know.
If so, who would you want to cast? Because I've got a couple of ideas.
The one person that came into my mind was Michael Caine.
Michael Caine?
Again, he's already been Alfred.
He's already been Alfred in the Dark Knight series.
Yeah. Robert De Niro.
That would be interesting.
Danny DeVito, this wee small Alfred.
God. Honestly, I would love to see Danny DeVito as Alfred. That'd be amazing.
He's just walking in. There you go.
I've got maybe Ralph Fiennes. If they can do him up in like some old man makeup, that's actually pretty good. He'd be really good.
Kind of like the way they done Chris Evans for Endgame.
Yeah. So if they had so Ralph Fiennes, so he's been M in the new Bond films. He was Monsieur M. Gustave in the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah. He was
Voldemort. He was Voldemort.
Yeah. I think he was also in Hellboy, the one with David Harbour.
No. That's what's his name? Ian McShane. He would also be a good Alfred. But they're going. Obviously, Bruce Wayne's a bit older now.
Yeah.
So obviously you're needing to cast old for Alfred.
David Hasselhoff.
If he wasn't dead, Christopher Lee, as in like Sauron, Christopher Lee, he would have been brilliant as Alfred. Yeah, that would have been good. So might get an introduction of him later on, but remains to be seen. So how do you think they're going to bring in Superboy, Krypto the Superdog, and Aqualad? Like, how far into the series do you think they're going to appear?
I think they'll do Superboy before Aqualad.
Yeah, probably. I'm honestly so looking forward to seeing Krypto the Superdog. Just like a dog with laser eyes, fucking cutting dudes in half.
I think
it's going to be amazing.
Wait a minute. I'm just looking at this. He might be he might be in tomorrow's episode. Because he's
that'd be interesting. I'm really looking forward to that. It'll be interesting to see how they meet. And how they all play off each other.
I think it'll cut back to when he breaks out of the genetics lab with Krypto. Because
one of the things I really loved about the first series is the way they all played off each other. All of them had great chemistry.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing more of that this series.
I'm reading the IMDb reviews for it, and it's like, this should have been the finale of season 1. This should have been the finale of season 1.
It's because it was.
And but at the end of last.
Yeah.
But someone put another Game of Thrones, big build up and a big letdown.
Oh, not at all.
Everything happened unnecessarily fast.
I suppose so. It would have been
serious situations diffused by simple and normal solutions.
I suppose, yeah. As much as I did have a problem or two with the episode, like they kind of wrapped everything up way too quickly, but I wasn't wholly invested in the whole Trigon story. I didn't really care about it that much.
Trigon, destroyer of cows, trees and grass.
Like I was more interested in the actual characters themselves, the core four. So I'm looking forward to kind of seeing more of them this time. I'm not quite sure. So obviously we've now got a new team. We've got Robin. Well, we've got two Robins.
Well, we've got one Robin, a potential Nightwing or Batman.
Or Batman, depending on where they go with the series. And we've got Raven and we've got Beast Boy. So I'm not quite sure how they're going to bring in the rest of them. I hope they bring Starfire and Hawk and Dove back pretty soon, because they were great. And Wonder Girl. Wonder Girl's pretty good. So that was the premiere of Titans. Any more thoughts to add?
I think the one issue I noticed with it was the pacing a wee bit.
I suppose, yeah. It was really quick and then slow and then...
Pacing issues was quite something.
Aye. But would you recommend it?
Yeah, but
definitely worth
I
a
would
watch.
recommend it going in knowing that this is the ending of season 1, not the beginning of season 2.
Exactly, yeah. Definitely worth a watch though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was good fun. Okay, anything else to add?
No.
Cool. So, recommendations.
Gears 5, or Gears of War 5.
So have you been playing into
It's
that then?
fucking amazing. I played it 5 days before it came out, and it's amazing. Literally, it's different. It's better than 4, because 1, 2 and 3 were phenomenal.
I've only played Judgment, and Judgment's pretty decent.
Judgment was terrible.
I really enjoyed
Judgment
it.
is actually set before the first Gears of War.
I know, yeah. I'm quite enjoying it.
With Baird in that. He's still in it. And Cole in that.
Yeah.
5 was amazing because it was different. It's different from the other Gears of War because it had Metro Exodus maps to it.
Okay.
Act 2 and 3. See, like, have you played Metro Exodus?
No, I haven't.
Have you seen anything of it?
No.
Basically, what it is each area is one free roaming area. Each mission.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, and that's what Act 2 and 3 of Gears 5 is.
Yeah.
Is you're on this kind of speeder boat with Del and the gun.
Alright, cool.
And you kind of skate around, finding different locations and that, and doing side quests. But it kind of wraps up near enough everything because spoilers for Gears 5. I know it just came out on Tuesday, but this is spoiler. Kate, her great grandmother, was the Queen of the Locusts.
All right, okay.
So she's bound by blood in the Locusts. So in her mind, there's a war that's happening because she wants to be normal, but the Locust side of her's taking control.
Okay, so they've kind of got like a double agent in the team. That's pretty interesting.
But what Gears 5 is about is her finding answers about it.
That's pretty good.
And they're going back to locations from Gears 2.
Cool.
And then Baird's in it, Cole's in it. But, as I said, this is spoilers. So, there's JD, Marcus, Del, and Kate. What is it, Katie or Kate?
I have no idea.
I think it's Kate. But there's the bit in Act 4, the end of that mission, Kate's mum comes back as the new queen and has Del in one hand and JD in the other. You can only save one and the other dies.
No, yikes. Okay, so you've got like Mass Effect style.
Yeah,
choose your story
so you need to choose.
That's quite good.
Who do you kill, JD or Del? If you kill JD, Marcus is distraught because that's Marcus's son. JD, so he's distraught. But if you kill Del, JD's distraught.
Yeah.
And have you seen iZombie?
No.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, you go on about it all the time.
Sorry, but the guy that plays the Mark guy in it, not her, him, he's in it.
Alright, cool.
He's one of the main characters. He's the arsehole to begin with. He plays the arsehole character, but as the time goes on, you actually start to get to like him.
Alright, that's pretty good.
There's a time jump as well.
Oh, cool.
There's quite a few time jumps.
So, worth a play then?
Yes, definitely worth a play because
awesome.
it's really good. It's very story driven.
Okay.
And it's interesting the way they do it because it's kind of thrown into the action straight away. And you've also got, what's different for this one is you've got a bot now.
Alright,
called Jack, and gives you different abilities, so like invisibility, kind of can't take damage. It's a shield.
Oh, that's pretty good. So they've kind of certainly updated the game.
There's got an RPG system to it now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I like that.
And there's other abilities. You can hack the enemies by putting shit tons of volts through their brains so they're on your team. And also the horde mode is quite good, because for people that played Gears 4, you would know in the village section to begin with, you got the fabricator, and what you had to do was put up turrets and defences, and you had to fight off the enemies. That's horde mode. That is just that. You need to defend yourself from waves and waves of enemies.
Sounds good. I'm trying to think what I've been watching. So I watched the first episode of Amazon Prime's Carnival Row.
I've been meaning to watch that.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a bit like Bright, but in like the 1920s. So there's these like two big warring factions who are fighting for control of this piece of land in Ireland, or the kind of an Ireland type place that and that's where like there's loads of magical creatures and shit live there. So there's like human-sized fairies and fauns and centaurs and shit.
That's the one for Orlando Bloom and Cara Delevingne, isn't it?
So Cara Delevingne she's one of the fairies, and she's been shipping refugees out of the country to the Burg, which is one of these big factions. And all the immigrants then live on this place called Carnival Row. And it's so there's been murders in this area, and Orlando Bloom is a detective, and he's trying to figure out what's going on, but maybe him and Cara Delevingne's character have a secret history together. But no, it's not bad. I'll certainly watch the second episode and see how it is. But it's probably worth a watch if that's kind of your thing. It's not too bad, to be honest. CGI's pretty good for Amazon. I mean, saying that, because the CGI in Good Omens wasn't great.
Still really good.
Yeah, I mean, the Good Omens was great, but the CGI was a bit shit. It's better in this. So I've been watching that.
I've got new shoes.
Yeah, I know. I saw.
I know, they're massive.
So you would recommend the shoes Doc Martens?
Yes, but they're going to take a while to get used to.
Oh, absolutely. They're fucking huge.
I know.
They've got like clown feet.
I know. But they're bringing back System Shock.
What, Doc Martens are? Or...
No! Doc Martens is making a System Shock game. They're bringing back System Shock. It was a really old game series, which is really cool. And also, they're doing another Resident Evil, which is a Dead by Daylight style game.
Okay.
For V1. Oh, it looks terrible.
That'll be pretty.
Looks terrible.
Okay, fair enough.
Looks terrible. But they're bringing out a Predator game.
Yeah, Hunting Grounds. Looks good. Looking forward to that.
Anything else you want to talk about, James?
Yeah, I've been watching the new series of Taskmaster on Dave. It's great. It's so good. So it's Greg Davies of the In-Betweeners and stuff, and he basically just gives comedians like tasks to do, and it's just like 5 comedians doing absolute nonsense, but it's hilarious. It's so much fun. It's light watching. You can dip in and out of it, but yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, well, if that's everything, then we'll wrap this all up. So this has been our pilot episode. If we get some good feedback on it, we'll definitely do some more episodes and kind of see where it takes us.
Yeah.
I'll probably just stick this up on YouTube. I've got no idea where else I can put it. And so I'll send this out to everyone. And there's the Planet Broadcasting page on Facebook. I'll send a link in that and try and get us a wee bit of try and get the wheels turning a wee bit.
Yeah.
So we'd really appreciate some feedback.
Badly, please.
Oh yeah, please give us some feedback. I want to know what we've done good and what we haven't done good.
It's shite.
Yeah. So positive or negative? Probably more positive.
Be brutally honest.
Yeah. Yeah, be honest.
Yeah,
don't just tell us we've done good when we haven't.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Don't be one of those pals that go, "Oh, it was brilliant to everything you do." Be brutally honest.
So yeah, bit of feedback would be good. And until then, we'll catch you later.
Catch you, Versace.
Well, thank you very much for listening to our first episode. If this is a first and we get more,
yeah,
but
it's gonna be interesting.
We'll see where it goes. Right. Well, thank you very much, and we'll catch you later. See you next week, maybe, or another week.
Possibly. We might do it bi-weekly.
We'll see you at some point in the near future.
Yes.
Okay.
See ya.
Right. Cheerio.
Bye.